Alright, it is time to cut a layered bob. And the reason we're going to do that is because a layered bob is going to give the hair more body, more fullness, and make it look fuller and thicker. So, you can see I've got a center section down the middle of the back with two A-line sections. I'm combing the hair down. You can see I'm holding the hair with my comb flat against my model's neck. There I'm using my hand to hold it flat against my model's neck. And I'm simply cutting in that outline. That is the new guide for the new length for the rest of the haircut. I'm going to work my way with A-line sections up the head until the outline is complete, at which point we will then address the layering. Alright, so I am now combing the hair down using that underneath as my guide. You can see right there I'm holding the hair flat against my model's neck with my hand, using the guide underneath to know how short to cut the current section. So by always using the previous section as your guide, you then know how short to cut the current section. So doing the same thing here on the right side, combing that hair straight down, holding the hair right there with my comb flat against my model's neck, and then using the underneath as the guide to know how short to cut this section. We're going to cut the rest of the outline, and then we will attack the layering. Alright, it's now time to address the layering. You can see I've got a center section in the middle of the back, combing that hair straight back. And I'm cutting some layers back there to give the back some body and some volume. And now taking another section, and I'm over directing to the previous section, and basically using the previous section as my guide to know how short to cut that section. So, if you use the previous section, you will always know how short to cut the next section, because basically you're using the previous section to know how short to cut the current section so that all your layering stays consistent. When you start to guess, I've seen this, where people start to guess how short the previous layer was because they didn't over-direct it to the previous section, that's when the layering becomes very inconsistent. So, use that previous section as your guide to cut the current section, and you should stay safe in keeping all of your layers the same length. Alright, so right here I am taking a diagonal section, and I'm just simply cutting the little tiny corner below the occipital bone. When you cut square layers, you're cutting a square shape, and squares have corners. So what I like to do is just cut that corner off, round that corner a little bit, which creates a graduated shape under the occipital bone, and a layered shape above. That right here, you can see it better on this side. That little tiny corner right there, by angling it and graduating it, it's going to push the layering above the occipital bone up higher to make it fuller. So by using below the occipital bone a graduated shape, above is going to sit more full. Okay, cutting the bangs. Then once the bangs are done, we will pretty much be done with this haircut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can see right there the graduation pushing up that layering to make the hair look fuller and thicker. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so much again for watching.